ability to take this kind of punishment of I guess you get that, what you call a missionary zeal. You can take just about anything if you want to. He's very, very determined.
Step back, please. We approach 1 minute remaining in the 6th round.
You think that Jones's lack of clowning, basically, is a sign of his maturity coming to pass, or has he just been so busy he didn't think about it? What do you think?
Well, I was surprised that he came out as he did in round 1. He usually comes out in hot dog fashion, and he looked like he was ready to do business. And then where he got his confidence, he did begin the clowning. And yeah, perhaps that is the reason that he's taking it a bit more seriously. In his first professional bout here in Pensacola, had an easy time with 31-year-old Ricky Randall. There was too much hot dogging on the part of Jones.
Well, he's certainly serious this time. It's been precious little of the showboating that we saw before. Boy, that was a hard right hand. And that did have knockout on it.
We'll be back after these messages. Back at the Civic Center in Pensacola, Florida. Roy Jones having his way, an easy time against Ron Amundsen, although there has not been a knockdown, although it has been purely Jones from the start.
He has pitched a total shutout here. And when you look at the display he's putting on, and you look at the Olympians of the '88 Olympians, you have to compare him to Andrew Maynard, who certainly has about that much quality and strength, and also Michael Carvajal. I don't think Roy Mercer belongs in that group. He's very hard punching, but he's not a boxer. He's a slugger.
You feel Roy Jones has the most talent out of that group?
I think he's right in there tied with Carvajal and with Andrew Maynard. Michael Carvajal's a fine little fighter.
Jones is currently attending Pensacola Junior College and will enroll in the University of West Florida next year. He did take some time away from college to train for the Olympic trials and then the Olympic Games in Seoul.
A little time to repair. The glove has a little bit of tape. That's about the only mercy he's going to have.
Let's go. And the repairs by Georgie Navarro in the corner of Ron Amundsen. Navarro, a featherweight contender, stopped by Jeff Fennick in a title fight last year.
Case was rare in that he broke many bones in his hand, retired, and then setting the record for below the fighter retirement, he's back. He's out. As soon as his hands healed, he said, I'm back.
Ooh. Left hand by Jones to the chin of Amundsen. With 1 minute remaining in the 7th round, the pounding continues.
Amundsen is tough. His head snapped back. You would think that he would show damage, but he's still there fighting.
Earlier here on Sport. Big left hand by Jones, and Amundsen goes down. You see the time remaining in the 7th round. Referee Bill Connor is saying, are you all right? And then, are you sure you're all right? Has called it. It is all over. Roy Jones has stopped Ron Amundsen in round 7 of a scheduled 8-round bout. This is a one-way affair from the opening bell. I can't recall many effective blows thrown by Amundsen.
I Ken, and I'm kind of amazed that he took as much as he did before he finally went down, because his head was snapping back. That's usually the sign that you have no more control, and down you go. And he did.
So Roy Jones makes it 3 for 3 as a professional. Record of 3-0, all 3 by knockout. And you can place the name Ron Amundsen alongside Ricky Randall and Stephon Johnson, as Jones does it at 2:43 of round number 7. Now the official announcement.
43 seconds of round number 7. Your winner by a TKO from Pensacola, Roy Jones Jr. Round number 7. TKO.
Roy Jones Sr. congratulating his son, who has just stopped Ron Amundsen in the 7th round. For Amundsen, his second defeat as a professional. He is now 16-2-1. As I started to say, as Jones was delivering that punch that led to the knockdown earlier on Sports Water, was the boy wonder, the 18-year-old out of St. Louis, Ed Hobson, winning by decision over David Marino. We'll be back to talk with Roy Jones in a moment. In Pensacola, Roy Jones alongside the fight doctor. Let's go to the ring.
That has to be one of the toughest guys you've faced. He took every shot you could throw.
Yeah, he was pretty tough. I knew he'd be tough coming into the fight. To tell you the truth, I really didn't anticipate a knockout, but however, I knew if I ever got him in trouble, I was going to try my best to finish him.
Also, we saw a lot less showboating than we've ever seen. Do you think that's a sign of growing up, or are you just getting more serious about this?
No, it's not a sign of going up, definitely, because it'll be there when I'm 45 if I still be boxing. But it's just a sign of me knowing when to showboat and when not to, and knowing how to sit down and cut the showboat out and go to work when I have to.
You think this means he's ready to go 10 now, Pop?
Well, maybe one more 8-rounder. One more 8-rounder and then a 10. But I really like what he did out there today. He put his punches together well. He used decoys real well. And I'm telling you, one more 8-rounder, then 10.
You ready for a 10, you think?
Whatever Big Boss say, I'm ready for. If I have to go back to a 6, I'll do that. I don't care, just as long as I'm fighting.
Lots of luck to both of you. Back to Marv Albert at ringside.
All right, Ferdy, so Roy Jones continuing the victorious tour as a professional. Record of 3-0, all 3 by knockout. He does it against Ron Amundsen at 2:43 of round 7. Does it in his hometown of Pensacola, Florida. And earlier was Ed Hobson by decision over David Torito. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, bidding you goodbye from Pensacola. Thanks to our producer, Glenn Adamo, our director, J.D. Hansen, and we say goodbye to associate producer, Sheila Valdesar, a veteran of the sports world wars who is headed to the West Coast to take marriage vows. The very best to Sheila. We will certainly miss you. We say so long from Pensacola.